Paul from A1 is 40. Hang on, let's get this. Hang on, look, something I need to do. Somebody needs to talk to us. Hang on, let's have a listen.
This is Mark Reed from the band A1, and you are listening to Bazza's Youth Club Disco. How awesome is that? And I would like to give a big shout out to my bandmates Paul and Christian for the birthday battle.
Yes, and now you know what one of the acts is going to be. It will be A1. Paul is 46 today. Christian is 44 today. Both from A1.
I'm joined by the one and only Mark Reed. Hello.
The one and only. No, that's normally reserved for Chesney Hawks, but thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take that.
Yeah, Taylor. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good. As well as can be, really, considering third lockdown. And I'm certainly getting sick of my own company. So much, in fact, that I've resorted to doing crazy YouTube shows and random videos.
We've actually got a tour due for later on in the year.
Yeah,
that's obviously it's been delayed, hasn't it? Been delayed once already, and
the boys are back. The remaining dates were rescheduled. They were originally supposed to be in February, but that's not going to happen. And then they were pushed back to April. Apparently, that's not going to happen. So now I think we're looking at September. So the rest of the boys are back tour, which is us, Damage, 5, 911. So great lineup. Good night of pop. And we have our own tour as well, which is called the A-Game Tour. And that's looking like it's still going ahead, because that's much later in the year as well. You can find all the information about it on A1 Official on Instagram, on Twitter, and all the other places. So, yeah, hopefully that still goes ahead.
But you're keeping busy. You got a new little YouTube show. Called Nerd Person Perspective.
I like that. Got a new little. That's not patronising. No, but you're right. It is very little. It's like minuscule. It's that
little
actually.
Bit big.
No, a little bit big. I like that. Yeah. So that'll be in the tagline. This is the latest Little Bit Big show coming. It's something that I've been meaning to do for a very long time.
Yeah. Because
a lot of people ask me about, my quirky collections and the fact that I like to collect a lot of things. And I've never really shown that off too much. So, a lot of time on our hands, what better to do than to put together a show? And I have put a lot of work into it. I have really put a lot of effort into it. I've edited it. I've written the script. I've done done pretty much everything, as you do on lockdown. But I've had very, very... little kind of outside help with it. It's just one of those things that you kind of get your head down. A couple of very, very helpful people that have been, helping with some of the creative stuff. But generally, it's just one of those stuck in lockdown. What do you do but make a YouTube show? But I think it's not just a throwaway thing. I think it's going to be very entertaining for some people, for people who like that kind of thing. And I think there are a lot out there. I mean, apparently, YouTube is doing quite well and people watch it. So hopefully it's they're going to find my show, Nerd Person Perspective. Amazing play on words there. I gave myself a good pat on the back for that. Even if it probably has gone over most people's heads. Nerd Person Perspective. Do you get it? Like third person,
I like it.
Usually if you have to explain something, it's not very good.
So what sort of things are you going to be showing off then in this show? Because I know you've got a lot of memorabilia, especially from the little teas that you put out this week as well.
I am going to be showing there's a few lines of figures that I've collected just about everyone. And in some cases, I don't know if you know much about collecting figures. Probably not. You're a grown man. You've probably grown out of that kind of thing, but some of us don't. But yeah, so... there's a few lines that I've actually managed to pretty much complete. So I'm going to show off a whole complexion. Yes, I'm going to show off my complexion.
Why not?
Why not? It's really bad in lockdown. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of give a little insight into the madness of being a grown man and collecting essentially toys.
What would you say is the nerdiest thing you've ever done then? But you're not allowed to say anything to do with the memorabilia.
Wow.
Got you there.
There's so many. The thing is there is so many nerdy things that I've done. One of them is included in this first episode, and at the very end, I show you one of the nerdiest things I've done. So I'm not going to give that away. But okay, well, this is quite nerdy, but some people might like, oh, I don't blame you. They had a script reading of an episode. I'm having an episode. They had a script reading of an episode of The Simpsons. Big fan, as you can see. Yep. And they had the whole cast there and the creators there in London for this particular script reading, and which is a very rare occurrence. So I thought, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So I took, under my coat, because I was dressed in a suit and all that kind of thing, I took my Simpsons encyclopedia. And I thought, I'm going to get it signed by everybody.
That's amazing.
Which is such a nerdy thing to do.
Did you?
But, I mean, I did it in a very careful way. I didn't go, will you sign my book, please? You know, I tried to do it in a way that wasn't too in your face.
Yeah.
And I got absolutely everybody. The only person that wasn't there was Julie Kavanagh, who voices Marge Simpson, because she doesn't like to fly, apparently. So she didn't make it, or she wasn't able to make this particular occasion. So all of the cast, Nancy Cartwright, who voices Bart, and several others, Hank Azaria, Harry Shearer, Dan Castellaneta, who's Homer, Barney, Krusty, and the creators as well. So I was like, wow, it was probably the nerdiest thing I've ever done. But I would highly recommend it, because what have you got to lose? At the end of the day, you're not going to be. There's somebody at the door again. You're not going to be going over their house for Sunday dinner. So if you see a chance, take it.
Thank you so much for joining me and chatting. Good to catch up as always. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for keeping in touch, and been a pleasure.
That's very own Matt Clewes chatting to Mark Reed from A1. You can hear you can see the full interview on Matt Clewes' YouTube channel. It goes live next Sunday. Keep an eye on the Voice FM socials, because it's going to be all over that all week. Pleasure to play that for you, Matt.